new segment today called Financial Friday. Pamela McCoy of Bonafide Credit Consultants joins us now to talk about ways to stay financially healthy. And last time we talked, a couple weeks ago, we were talking specifically about debt. Had to end that conversation, so we're going to continue that going. Where we left off was something called the 70-20-10 rule, I believe that's what it's called. Kind of revisit that and what that means.
The 70-20-10 rule is really a baseline for savings, and it tells you how to allocate your funds.
Okay.
70% or no more than 70%, generally speaking, should be used on your living expenses. That would be your housing, your utilities, things of that nature.
Okay.
Then the 20% is broken down, actually. So 5% is emergency fund. 5% is like your goal fund. Maybe that's to buy a new car or tuition or a new outfit or concert, things of that nature. And then the other 10% is your long-term investing, which would be your 401ks and things of that nature.
Okay.
And then the final 10% speaks to your net income and the amount of monies that should be spent on your credit card expenses and those other miscellaneous expenses. And again, it's just a baseline.
Right.
But keeping in mind that anytime any of the percentages goes up or down, it affects the savings portion, which is what we're trying to focus on.
Which is the issue. You try to put more money into savings versus spending it out in credit cards and that sort of thing. All right, that leads to needs versus desires. All right, talk to me about this.
It's kind of needs, wants, and desires. And there's a fine line between the three. Needs are your everyday lifetime things, and I like to use the analogy of water when you're talking about these three categories. Needs would be that you want water, so that's tap water.
Okay.
Wants would be, you want a little higher end, so then you're buying maybe the store brand water.
Okay.
A desire is that high-end luxury.
Then you're buying
Evian and the Perrier and things of that nature.
Okay.
So if you're meeting your needs, you can do that with the basics.
Okay.
And so when you're thinking of your finances, if you kind of think of it along those lines, that'll help you kind of stay on point.
Okay, we'll come back to that because that's interesting. And then fiscal health versus physical health.
When you're talking about physical health, which is your money, people don't really make the correlation between that physical money health versus your physical, your body health.
Right.
If your finances are not in order, they can actually start leading to some physical health issues. People stress, high blood pressure, ulcers, all of those things could be derived from or affected by your physical. So that's why it's so important that we spend some time getting that under control.
Pamela, thank you very much. Pleasure as always. We'll see you in a couple weeks and take the next installment. I want to talk more about this whole buying expensive water thing. All right, a new scam is targeting trouble.